Hey world, is in demand. Happy New Year. Um, I'm trying to start this with more enthusiasm, but it's not working for me. So I'll just dive right in and get straight to the point. Hell, truth be told, it's a struggle to look at the camera instead of at the picture. Which, when that happens, my eyes are pointing downwards instead of looking directly at you. Sorry in advance. So listen, back to Happy New Year 2012. I have nothing cute. I got all these cute text messages, Excel and 12, some shit I thought. I should try not to cut too much shit. For those of you watching with children or wherever the hell you are, maybe. Anyway, the point of the whole video, the point of the whole January 1st video, which truth be told, it probably won't be posted until January 2nd. Anyway, because when I finish, it's 7:50. When I finish, I'll have to edit and I might reshoot because I might find myself looking down more than I look at the camera. Again, I apologize in advance. Anyway, the whole point was New Year's Eve. I found myself talking to my little sister on the phone. We don't talk much on the phone. We talk online all the time, constantly, via Google Talk, chat, via text message, via different mediums. But we don't talk on the phone often at all. Very rarely. Pretty much there's something either extremely wrong or it's a special occasion like her birthday or my birthday and vice versa. But it was New Year's Eve and we decided we would just chit chat. Here's the problem though. You pretty much know how typical New Year's Eve conversations go, right? Wow. And next year I'm going to do blah 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 blah. Next year I'm going to accomplish blah blah blah. My goals for next year are going to be blah 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 blah. Problem is you have the same conversation every year. Hell, some of us had the same goals every year. Next year I'm going to lose 100 pounds. And you've been saying that since 2003. And so what I told my sister was the same thing. We've been saying the same thing since 2003. Next year, next year, next year. Guess what, people? Next year is now. So do it. That's what and I'm not talking to you. This is not some Divas on a soapbox message. I'm talking to myself. Hell, I need to do it. I've been the same goals, the same speech, same New Year's Eve conversation with my little sister or my big sister or my peanut gallery or my storeroom or whoever forever. Next year is now for me. So, how do I accomplish that? What's the point? How do you make that happen? Let me tell you what happens. It happens with all of us. We have tons of goals. We either have, and that's the peanut gallery chiming in now. Hi, peanut gallery. I'm looking down again. I like to see myself. I think I'm kind of cute, you know. Anyway, so we have a lot of goals. We have really, really huge goals, okay? I want to lose 100 pounds. And, oh, wait. I want to lose 100 pounds. I want to save $10,000 in my savings account. I want to visit 18 countries before the year's over. I want to find a husband and have 16 kids and get a big ass house. All in the same year. Now, I'm not saying it can't be accomplished, but what I'm saying is when we focus on all those different things, what happens is we don't see progress and we get discouraged and we give up and we don't feel like we've accomplished anything. Well, hell, you could have seen some progress, but it was so little because you were so divested of everything. Is that the right word I want to use? You were spread thin. You had a hand in every single pot. And so there was no drastic progress because you didn't have the focus to do that. You did this, do this, do this. You were losing weight. You were trying to diet. You were trying to save money. You were trying to get a new job. You were trying to find a man. You were trying to get pretty. You were trying to build a house. You were trying to build a yard. You were trying to do this. You were trying to do that. You were trying to do that. I'm sure there was, with me, it happened. There was progress. It was too minor, and I got discouraged, and I gave up. And 9 years later, next year, I'm going to blah, 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 blah. Next year is now. Long time ago. Can't be that long. The way things go now, it seems like long time ago is not long at all, or short time ago is really a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So back in 2008, when I had just recently gotten married, and I had the list a long list. I want to accomplish. Yeah, all that. My husband said, you need to pick. I know. Hey, hold on. Let me, oh, I guess I could just cut off. I don't have to, read it, but they might be saying something I want to share, but I just got the volume off for now. Sorry. Okay, 2008. My husband said, I understand you want to do all 10 of these things. I have no doubt that you're good at all 10 of these things. But you need to pick one thing and focus on that one thing. Accomplish it, excel at it, and then do something else. Brat, here, the life lessons I learned in 2011 will fill volumes of the next book, okay? I'm just letting you know. But Brat, I don't want to. I want to do everything. I want to do it all because I'm special. Yay, me. Right. Did none of that shit work. Okay, so then I read this. I don't know if it's an article, and I'm looking at the camera, but I'm on my laptop, so I'm going to actually go to the article. And I found it someone posted it on Facebook. It's from Black Enterprise, so it is an article. It's from Black Enterprise, and the title of it is 7 Ways to Align Your Brand with Your Vision for 2012. Okay? Yeah, I haven't read the whole thing, so I'm not an expert on it. And I'll share the link, actually. I'll give you the link in the post. But the first one got me. It got me. Listen, capture the momentum. Use the great momentum of the new year to take your brand or business to new heights by picking one measured thing. Here we go. Yes, the man I married said the same thing. You hate to admit somebody else is right, especially when they're not even here for it to matter. Yeah. Okay. By picking one major thing to work on next year. Do you want to speak professionally? Do you want to take your business to a new market or start a new business? Do you want to delve more into social media? Clarify what you really want so you can develop a clear plan on how to get there. What was the very best thing that happened this year that made you feel most like you were living in your brand? Figure out how to do more of that and less of the other stuff. You see the theme right now. Where's the camera so I can get you back? There you go. You see the theme, right? You pick that one thing. So what I told my little sister was, what I realized, if we focus on one thing, and I have 3. I'm not going to lie. It's hard for me to just give up, whatever. But anyway, if you narrow it down, if you're more concise in your goals instead of so spread so thin, you'll see that progress. So if your one thing is, like for me, my one thing is I want to renew my certification to be a wedding planner and an event specialist. That's my one big thing. Okay. If that's all I'm focusing on, if I'm not focused on, I want to renew my certification. I want to move from where I am. I want to buy a house. I want a new car. I want 16 kids. I want a better relationship with my sisters. I want blah, 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 blah. That's the hand gesture for next year, resolutions. Next year, I want blah, blah, blah. That's it. Next year, blah, blah, blah. If I'm not focused on that, if I'm only focused on I want to renew my certifications, then I can actually see the progress because I'm not missing the progress because I'm focused on something else. I'm seeing this one goal and I'm seeing the steps that are being taken and the actions and how things are working for me. So along those lines, what I also came up with was short-term, long-term, mid-term, 90 days, maybe 90-day goals, okay? Things to accomplish that go towards that one thing. So I want to renew my certification. So that means in the next 90 days, I need to enroll in the class. I need to enroll in the class. Check. Okay, I need to complete, it's supposed to be 6 modules. I need to complete 1.5 modules in those 90 days. Those are measurable goals. So see, at the end of, by March or by April, I think most people probably give up on resolutions in the spring because they haven't lost their 100 pounds by Valentine's Day when they 60 lingerie. Okay, so by April, I'm not looking at my list and saying, well, I don't have the husband yet, and I don't have the kids, and I don't have the $100,000 in the savings, and I haven't lost the weight, and I haven't blah, 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 blah. Here we go again. Blah, 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 blah. But what I can say is, okay, this is my goal. These are the steps that I have already completed towards that goal. So what we're talking about is measurable progress towards one goal. And I know the concept of measurable progress is not new. It is not some grand, it's not an aha moment, but it's a measurable goal. It's measurable progress towards one singular goal. That's the part you have to wrap your brain around, the one singular goal. Now, and I know I said I have 3, and I do because I just do. You know, for example, one of mine is to move from the place where I am now. Measurable goals. And you know, honestly, the way this conversation came about, I'll give you a little backstory. I have no idea how long the camera's been running. 11 minutes. I should probably keep this short so you don't get tired of me. Sorry. How this came about was I want to move from the place where I am now. And when you're in the situation I'm in, or any situation, I think most of the people I know, and we want to move to a different city or a different state, the first thing you say is, I have to find a job there. Okay. So if I want to move to Washington, D.C., I have to find a job there before I can move. And what happened was I said, damn it, I'm tired of having to find a job to do what I want to do, to be where I want to be, to make the life I want to make for myself. I need to write my own damn ticket because I'm tired of having to follow this particular path. This particular path sucks. This particular path has not worked for me in the past. It goes along with that illusion of control that TJ wrote about last week that she put on my mind and my spirit real heavy. You're not in control. I'm not in control because I can't just move. I can't do what I want to do because I have to find a job there. And I have to do this and I have to do that. And so I said, damn it, how do I get to the point where I write my own ticket? Because I've been trying to write my own ticket since 2003 and I'm in the same boat since 2003. You know, the problem is, how I'm trying to steer a cruise ship with 2 oars. So I need to take my 2 oars and get in a little paddle boat and make it work. And make it work. So that's the point of this video. The point of this video is one goal, measurable progress, and no more next year. Next year, for me, is now. This is Diva Demand. I don't have a cute outro. Obviously, from the lack of the prepared intro. Just letting you know how things are going right now. Happy New Year, and keep me updated with your measurable progress, and I'll do the same for you. Deuces.